is on its way. But for now, Haiti is battling the aftermath of a devastating natural disaster, which, according to the country's prime minister, could claim over 100,000 lives. Inside the UN building, where 100 international staff, including the head of mission, are still unaccounted for, at least one more person is now safe. The injured are taken to hospital in a country which simply doesn't have the infrastructure to cope. This is a city which folded in on itself, fragile in every sense.
Are they alive? 3 alive. 3 alive.
In just one short minute, the capital Port-au-Prince was torn apart. Survivors lay in the streets, crying out with pain. Supplies have collapsed. It's almost impossible to get a phone line in or out of the country. But we spoke to a nurse from Scotland who was working in an orphanage when the earthquake struck.
Because the shaking was so violent, I couldn't do that, so I could stay either. I actually fell to my knees. I had one baby in my arms at that point, and I shielded her, and I shielded the closest baby who was on the floor just by me, and I just had to wait it out.
These people have survived dictators, hurricanes, the worst humans and nature can throw at them, and now this. They are already officially the poorest people in the Western Hemisphere. Now they scrabble in the rubble to reach friends and relatives. Others are too afraid to return indoors.
People sitting either in their yard or out in the street if there was not a broken wall right in front of their street, because they were not confident to go back inside their home.
Rescue teams are battling against time now to pull the remaining survivors from the rubble in Haiti. With much of their equipment still stuck at the airport or even outside the country, workers are struggling to save people still alive under collapsed buildings. Thousands of people are also still without food or water. 5 days after the quake, questions are increasingly being asked now about the coordination of the mission, which is being led by the US military and the United Nations.
These people aren't even vainly hoping for food. They're fighting over cardboard boxes to use as shelter. What they need are the contents inside. Those close to giving up are being urged to hold on. The first wave of troops from America's 82nd Airborne Division are spearheading the armada the world has promised. They are trained to drop in and get things moving, but it takes time. And time is something many Haitians simply don't have.
It's the first establishment of the U.S. Army outside of the air base. Just trying to get a foothold here in the city so we can continue to pass out supplies, water, and help out the people of Haiti recover from this earthquake.
And this is what they're up against. Seemingly never-ending camps of human misery.
We got many injuries, and they got some bone crash. And however, we don't know what to do else.
Thousands of armed troops from a host of nations should be in place in the next few days. This looks fairly ordered, but there can be no doubt there are Haitians prepared to take rather than wait with their countrymen to receive. They're being given the basics to carry on living, like high-energy biscuits.
Maybe 7 or 8 these trucks for food committee in all the city. And this moment we are bringing food and water, and this is for maybe 500 and 1,000 pesos.
It seems degrading to search ruins not for bodies, but to scavenge for something of worth. But that's what happens when you have nothing. It's hard to imagine anyone getting out alive. This is all that's left of one of the many schools that collapsed. But 5 days on from Tuesday's earthquake, and people are still being brought out. Every night's sleep the rest of the world has had since then, for so many in Haiti, has been spent underneath slabs of concrete, contemplating why fate folded their country in on them. Here's one man whose prayers were answered. He could never have imagined meeting a group of Israelis like this.